Hello, good morning. Hello, YouTube. Hello, guys. We are on Top Talking, and today we are talking about a new um, technology wearable and new fabrics for, uh, sorry, technology wearable and new fabrics for the new future. Okay. Uh, Before the start this immersion, we are watching a movie for help us because the theme is hard today. Let me see. We are here we are here on Talkie Talkie to speak English in other languages. I'm not a teacher. I'm here only to guide this conversation, and I'm free to commit mistakes. Everybody here is free to commit mistakes. The only rule is enjoy and be patient with others. Don't correct your colleague and try to do your best. Okay, it's not a problem committing mistakes and be respectful. Give time for which one answer the questions. Uh, Let me see. I will present myself a little. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm a student of technology in information technology. No, not only technology, but I like a lot this kind connected. Um, for hobbies, I like to read, to watch movies, go work out. Today, the weather is hot, very hot. In the I'm guess the weekend I go to the beach. Yeah, to having fun. That's it, guys. Okay, Rosaria, introduce yourself.
Just a minute. Okay, I'm Rosalia. I'm 55 years old. I'm living in Joinville, Santa Catarina. Today, when I saw the topic, I think, oh my gosh, my internet have some problem. Maybe I will fall in the middle of the. It's okay. Then I think, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. It's so difficult, but interesting. Then I wanted to learn a little bit more because I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, I'm here today for that.
I'm in neither. I will learn with you. Uh, and you, Bel, introduce yourself.
Yeah, so morning guys, I'm Belle. I live in Salvador. I'm 28. I live with my mother, with my sister. I really like about that topic, but it's like Rosalia, I don't know a lot of things about that because we have a lot of technology, yeah, and new devices for using, but it's not so common at my reality. So yeah, I think it's hard to talk about that. Will be a little hard, but it's a good topic.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Tamara, and you introduce yourself, please.
My words is the same like Bel and Rosella said because I I almost know nothing about this. So I'm here to learn too, like you guys. So good morning. As you know, my name is Tamara. I live in Arara, São Paulo. I'm 34 years old. I have one dog and one cat, and that's it.
Thank you, Tamara. You're welcome at 6. Come.
Yeah, it's hard for me, but
It's hard.
look,
It's hard. Yeah. And you, Bruna, can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. The weather today is so hot, but it's okay. I'm going to a marriage today at afternoon. So I think the weather is more hot, but it's okay. When the girls said about the subject, I think it's a challenge with us but I understand that it's very interesting, because maybe we hear use something with technology, and sometimes we don't know about the fabric in special, because oh my gosh, it's very different things about the fabric made any different animals, bugs, maybe. So very interesting time subject. That's it.
Okay, guys. Sorry again. Let me see the first question. Okay. I put some information before the question. I don't know if you have this
I
perception.
didn't receive.
Ah, you didn't see it. I put again. Oh, let me see where. Oh, okay. Yes. The questions is the middle after the middle of question. Okay. Number one, wearable technology include devices worn close to the body, yeah, such as smartphone and fitness trackers designed to enhance, this word is difficult for me, enhance daily activity and health monitoring. The question, have you ever used a smartphone fitness tracker? What do you think about these gadgets? Okay. Yes, I use it. It's not a smartwatch, but I have used it a fit band to do exercise to because is a gadget that is possible to monitoring your heart when you're doing exercise. Is good because have some, it's possible give for me information and I put on my on a graphic it's possible accompany the evolution of my training. Yeah, I like this kind of technology that is you use in your body. I was anxious of many years ago about the Google Glass, but it was interruption of production this product. But I guess that the future of technology to you use in your body will be good for humanity. Yeah, exists some fabrics that is for practicants of sports. Yeah, and nowadays was possible to see on World Cup soccer is monitoring when the players made a goal or something is totally connected with physiologists or trainers to see what happened. Okay, what's your opinion about Bruna? What do you think about wearable technology? Wearable technology devices for body, new textiles, fabric, these things, fitness tracker. What do you think about? First question.
I think it's very interesting, like I said, but I understand that I'm not technology person, because for example, I don't like to use a smartwatch. For example, I have never used this. I think never. I don't like to use a watch. Maybe I use only to it's doesn't work every the time. I only put it to a fashion on the accessory for me. I don't use to look at the clock, for example. But I think it's very interesting when you use it and like this, because I think it come to help us in many things. For example, the fabric, different fabric, like showing the video. I think it's very good. The control the temperature, the fabric it's possible. It's, oh my gosh, it's so different, no? But I don't know. I think it's very expensive, because have a lot of technology. Maybe I don't know how much it how much it's the, for example, the short with the technology, it's possible to show for you that the temperature, the better, os batimentos cardíacos, better heart. That's it. But I think it's very interesting, you know.
Yeah, have our plan here. Okay, I believe it's very interesting. Yeah, using, I don't know, I believe it's, for example, new fabric for control temperature. I know I don't know if it's so expensive, but for with sensors, I believe it will be expensive.
This weekend I read about in the fashion show, we have a specific people use like a smart something, smart not watch, smart cell phone, put a point in your clothes, and it's possible to use it for example, for when something someone close to you and speak in English, it's possible this the device translate for you, maybe like this, but it's not specific in the fabric. You need to use the device close your clothes.
Yeah, as I see one is but is you purchase as a like a buddy ears or a fun you put inside your it help you to translate and the speakers. Yeah, it's kind of a variable technology. And your opinion about this, Belle? What do you think about the first question?
So guys, yeah, I use smartwatch in the past. Normally I use apps in my smartphone, but nowadays I use the smartwatch, and it's really useful for me. I know I don't use a lot of all device or all the functions of that smartwatch. The most part of the time I just look the hours, but when I practice some exercise, it's possible look a lot of information and how many calories I spend during the day. That it's really good for me because I have a goal for the day to make an exercise, and that's helped me and motivated me to make something at home or go to the gym, for example. And yeah, I really like it's possible to listen music. And I remember when I buy that smartphone, it's because I don't want to bring my smartphone with me. And I like to listen music using just the watch, yeah, the smartwatch. And it's a good option for me. I use a lot. It's possible to look some notifications from my smartphone sometimes. But yeah, it's possible to set a lot of things, but I don't use a lot of all devices. Yeah, but it's a good option, and I think it's good when you have time or when you understand all the functions. Yeah, you can that can be useful for us. But I just have a smartwatch. I don't use other things.
Yeah, I don't. My case is not a smartwatch, but it's similar. It's more cheaper. But give me some insights about how many steps I doing on my day or this kinds or but I have the same problem that Bruna. I just like to use a watch for a long time. I only when I running on I walking I put in it's possible monitoring and see, yeah, see that's I'm walking more or something. It's a play for me. Okay, let me see your opinion. What do you think, Tamara, about?
I think it's good, and I have a smartwatch, but I both them, I guess, before the pandemic and during the pandemic, and after that, I don't use it, but my wardrobe use it. It's nice. And for example, I dislike, like Bruna said, for example, using a smartwatch, but sometimes it's so good because, for example, when you receive some notes and you can get your smart phone, for example, it's able to watch your smartwatch. And so I think it's good. For example, I remember when I use it, for example, if I'm sitting too much, for example, always needed to wake up for take something, for example. It's good. I like it, and I need to use more.
Thank you, Tamara. And you, Rosalia?
And technology is here to help us and and make us lazy, because I change all the things. You don't need to almost nothing because the technology is make for us. But I don't use because I don't like so much to watch. Use a watch, but my son have, my children have, because they like some of that. But I think sometimes the watch, the smartwatch, it's a little, oh my gosh, for me, I don't like, I dislike, because I think all the time I will receive some information all the time, because in my arm, depend of the time I didn't, I don't want to receive some. Then I think for me, I don't know, I need to research more about that, because could have helped me a lot, okay, but I don't know, because I have only my smartphone to some gadgets, I don't know, to control the time that I am using for get a long walk, to know how many paths that I had to. Yeah, for another things that I don't know, I use my smartphone for a little things too. But I think in the future you change a lot. I am so curious about that, because I don't know almost nothing, but I'm so curious about that, and so yeah, the things will change a lot.
Thank you, Rosalia. We need to be, imagine the future, I guess.
Imagine the
When
future.
we imagine the future is more near for us, and it's possible doing things. Okay, we are
Yeah.
talking nowadays about AI and technology, artificial intelligence. Yeah, it's kind of a fictional movie. Nowadays, it's common using ChatGPT. Is a technology that is coming for us. I believe we will have a lot of new wearable for use connected with artificial intelligence. Yeah. For example, I have time that I have a GPS on my car, and nowadays we have a GPS on mobile. Yeah, I was the time that is don't exist on mobile. Yeah, that's it, guys. Let me see the everybody can what answer. I guess yeah. Let me see the second question. Okay. Biologic in textiles involved creating fabric through biological process, making eco-friendly and sustainable materials, Have you heard about fabric made using bacteria or yeast? It's a eco-friendly approach to make clothes. What do you think? What are your thoughts on this sustainable fashion trend? Okay, I was I've heard about this made by mushrooms, yeah, and because that I go to give this. I know about the scientists studying spiders to make a new taxes, yeah, uh, and it's possible for example use mushrooms uh, to made a new letter to replace a new letter to replace letter from animals for vegetarians vegans I believe it will be good, yeah, use a synthetic or I don't know because it's biological, but it's biological for vegetables, yeah. I don't know if it's possible or a waste different. It's different for me. What do you think about Bruna? What do you think about this?
Well, I have never hear about fabric made using bacterial yeast. So the first moment now, that's why I said talk bring me a lot of knowledge, no, because it's the first moment that I hear about this. So, but I understand it's so good when you use and think about the eco-friendly approach and sustainable fashion. I think it's so good. But in my case, I don't think about I use this fabric and special because it's sustainable, because it's so good for the environment. So I understand that it's so bad in my mind because I needed to understand more about the sustainable. No, sometimes I think it's only the thread. I'm not sure about this. So that's it. It's difficult for me to put in my mind that I will buy to something because it's so good for the environment. Because sometimes I buy because I want to use this. It's nice for me. That's it only.
Yeah.
I'm an egoist person, maybe.
No, I believe it's a problem that is nowadays discussed about. Will more be discussed when the world will have the overpopulation, yeah, and it will not possible to have everything for everyone. We need to discover new kinds of new ways to doing things, to fabric things. Uh, for example, biologic is not only for a friendly approach. I believe biologic on textiles process will be good for the other kinds of characteristics of from clothes. I heard about, for example, a clothes that change react with light dependent of yeah, your stimulus that you put on is biological is texted by biological made because have some luminescence of bacteria that react. It's kind of interesting, but I don't know. It will be possible. What do you think about Tamara?
I know almost nothing about this, for example, but I never both, for example, the fur coat, like casaco de pele in Portuguese, and because I agree with this biotechnology, And let me see. I don't know. I agree with this sustainable fashion trend, but thinking about this, I guess I never search about this, and I never, for example, hearing almost nothing about this. But I totally agree.
Okay, thank you, Tamara. Let me see your opinion, Bell.
So guys, I was looking for about that because I listened before and I want to have sure about that information. But yeah, I listened about the shirts and that the shirts using for don't bad smell or and sweeter. I don't, I'm not sure about that, but I remember that kind of technology use um, biotechnology, yeah. And I think it's a future. We have a lot of kinds of clothes, and the main use are from the sports, yeah. But it's so expensive, and because of that, it's not possible to buy a lot of clothes like that. Yeah, it's more practical, and maybe you like, because you like to watch videos about minimalism. Do you heard about that? Because sometimes the guys prefer to buy a t-shirt, a very expensive t-shirt, but have a good quality, yeah, and will during for a long time. So I think the future it's like that, because sometimes we have a lot of clothes and you buy a new things, and because we need to be in fashion, yeah. But we will we don't remember about the quality of the material, yeah. So yeah, I heard about that and I was looking for about that, and yeah, nowadays it's very usable, but it's so expensive using that kind of technology. And the main benefits, it's because the clothes don't, I looking for the word in English, crumpled, don't be, you don't need to use the iron to in the clothes, yeah. Você não precisa passar o ferro. As roupas não amassam and don't have any kind of smell, yeah. And it's a anti-sweater, anti-swell, something like that. Yeah, I don't know the expression in English, or we have a new word for that, but I think it's a good one for the future, but nowadays it's very expensive to use. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Bell. It's expensive now. I believe. I know. I have one T-shirt is good for you for practicing sports, because don't when your body, I don't know, sua,
Yeah.
it's not wet, because it's
Yeah.
bad for
It's
evaporation.
that. And I remember the first time that I heard about that, that I listened about that, was in the Shark Tank. Yeah, was a new it's a pitch for the company about that. But like I said, it's very expensive to use that technology for all the guys.
Yeah, nowadays is very expensive. And you, Hasalia, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I have never listened something about that. Only the first time it was in the video, but I think it's so interesting, but it's so expensive, like Bell said, because it's difficult to have more than one piece. But it's, you need to see more the side of the quality. It will be useful for you, then you maybe in the future, but nowadays it's difficult to have one of that. But I don't know. thinking about that, because when I want to buy something, I've never thinking about the environment, about the another thing because I want to buy, then maybe the people change their mind or something, I don't know, but I've never had thinking about that.
Yeah. The question number 7 talk about biology. Biology also explore creating fabric from plants based search like pineapples, leaves, providing cruelty-free altered to traditional material. Did you know that fabric can be made from pineapples leaves? It's a ethical choice for fashion. How about it's cruel? It's a similar like we said. What do you think about wearing a cloth made from pineapples or vegetable, Rosalia? What do you think about it?
Oh my gosh, I think it's so nice because the people like using this kind of fashion because it's you'll be more similar the texture like you see in the video, and it'll be a new way to fabric to make this fabric because they want to use the I don't know, I think it's so I don't like this kind of wear clothes, but I think the idea was so nice because can use this resource is not using the animal, for example, so cruelty.
I have I know about is common on stores a text made by a bamboo. Do you know? Fabric made from bamboo is more cold than the others. From places so hot is better. I don't know if you know.
So interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's curiosity. What do you think about this, Belle? What do you think about technology and
So before
biotechnology from number 7?
number 7, okay.
Yeah.
For just before to answer it, I'm a little scared because I just arrived to receive an email for a big company talk about a smartwatch, and it's amazing because I never watched about that, and I just received. I think I don't know why. I don't know. It's not possible to say the name of the company.
Technology is monitoring you.
Oh my gosh! I received an email, guys, about that. Leandro, do you work for
Your
that
cell phone
company?
is stay around you, Belle?
Yeah.
Just my phone.
I
I'm
guess.
scared. It's a good point to talk because the technology involve our life, yeah.
Alexis has heard you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Listen
So
to everything you said.
so guys, I just have a one example about that because I work like a air traffic controller. So in aviation we use technology a lot. And in the last year, I have one meeting about the technology in aviation, and I was there was a good point, really interesting about the technology, because there's a new project to the pilots use glass for control your plane. It's not alone, but it's like the glass, it's possible to look the airways, yeah, because in the sky the pilots don't have any reference, yeah. So that glass, it's a new technology, will provide the pilot like a simulator, like piloting on the runways, for example, and the street, yeah. So it's a new technology. And it's amazing when I start to look that. There are a lot of videos on YouTube talk about that. And it's the future. Yeah, it's possible to use. But nowadays it's not viable, I think, because it's so expensive. but there are a lot of studies about that, and Embraer, there are a lot of studies about that to implement, and I think it's the future, yeah. And the first moment the technology bring, it's created to bring uh, benefits for all the guys, all the people, but after that we can use that technology in the personal way, yeah. So I think it's a reality, it's real, but we need to spend sometimes or a lot of money to be useful for us, yeah. But it's real. I think in the future we don't need to a smartphone like in the material way, and we just have something inside of your body. It's possible to look the big screen or, yeah, I really like about that. I don't know if you watching the Black Mirror because it's a series, yeah, from I think it's Netflix, and there are a lot of theories about that, about the future, technology and society in the future. It's a good one because involve the society and relationships that use a lot of technology in the future.
Okay, Bel. Thank you. Thank you for explaining your ideas. And you, Bruna, what do you answer this? Did you answer? No? Oh, no.
No,
I don't. Yeah.
no. Well, about the pineapple leaves, I think if it possible, if you discard something, for example, the pineapple, if you go to discard the pineapple leaves, maybe it's possible to use it to the other things. I agree with this, but I have never hear about this. I think it's a great discovery, maybe. I don't know. But I understand if you want to use a different things like pineapple leaves, do some interesting things. Because sometimes everybody said about use the sustainable is use a pet, garrafa pet, bottle pets. How do you say this? I don't know. To do a different things for to use it at home, for example. So it's so ugly things. I hate this. I don't like it. But if you use you discard something and it's possible to transformation. Oh my gosh. That's another, and it's so good that it's okay. And Belle said about the glass for the pilot. I think it's so interesting, no? Because it's very smart things and useful a lot, and so very nice. I understand that technology come to help us a lot, but you need to know how use this for the best manner, best things, maybe.
Yeah,
That's it.
I agree with you, Bruna. You said an interesting thing. Have clothes on internet. It's possible to buy clothes made by pet. Yeah. If you search for t-shirt made for pet from pet, it's possible buy because this is a sustainable way to I don't know uh, to be better with the materials that the human discards on nature. Yeah,
Yeah,
recycling.
but this pet um, get into his recycling to do new things is okay for me. But
Mhm.
when you use only to cut the pet and think other I do other things, so I don't like this. It's
Yeah,
so poor for me.
yeah. I don't know. I never think about this. Reuse. Yeah, it's possible reuse for some, I don't know, I don't know, replace something, but it's a thing, for think about. Okay, guys, let me see more. One question.
Tamara, I think
Tamara, answer.
yeah.
Eu já ia abrir o microfone já.
Okay,
Não tô-
sorry, Tamara.
Don't worry about this. And
Bruna
about
is connected. Eu tenho. Pay attention.
let me see about pineapple leaves. I never hear something about this, but I like it when I watch your video. And I guess it's possible that this new technology, for example, it's possible we don't see, for example, in the close future, for example, don't see more animal cruelty. I guess because they have a lot of new technologies about the new clothes.
Thank you, Tamara. I guess don't have more time to ask to talk more about this crazy crazy thing. It's different. It's different. But I don't know if you know about have the technology from made by waste. Meat made by waste is a kind for thinking about. Yeah, I don't know if you. It's not about fabric, but it's about the waste technology of the waste in the future. It's crazy. I don't know if I would like have hamburger made by waste. Waste no, yeast. Okay, yeast. Levedura. It's crazy. Okay, guys. Are you finishing on YouTube? Thank you for watching YouTube. Okay.